Hello, it's Veronica and Naomi, and we are finally reviewing Spectra from Monster High Generation 3. So we got her signature doll, and she's really, really gorgeous. And she has that translucent legs and the translucent arms. Her outfit is really, really beautiful. The aesthetic is hard to describe. Some people say it's almost hippie-like. Some people, they describe it as goth. But whatever it is, it looks cool. Her style looks really good. And she even has nice homages to her signature doll, like little balls on the shoes and the chains and all that. And yeah. So speaking of Spectra's older releases, we have one of them with us today. This is Spectra Vondergeist from the Haunted line. We have had her for a long time. And she is very much an older doll, so yeah. But this is an older release of Spectra from Gen 1 for reference. For what her motif and aesthetic kinda is with her character in general. So let's take a look at Spectra's accessories too. She has sunglasses, a drink cup, a cell phone, some food, and a tablet. She also has a backpack as well, which is purple with weird boo on it, because she's a ghost. And then there's her pet Ruin, which is like a translucent purple to clear color, and it looks cool. And there's her gorgeous face, which she is so beautiful. She may be one of the prettiest Gen 3 dolls. And we don't even say this, and we don't say this lightly. Her face is just that pretty. But yeah, there's her face. There's her box presentation. How she's posed in the box. There's her outfit. But yeah, let's take a look at other details on the box now. So it says Monster High on the side. And it has the art by Darko on Instagram, because we know he does the art for Monster High Gen 3 now. But yeah, there's her really beautiful artwork. It says her name, Spectra Vondergeist. And then then there's her pet's name, which is Ruin. Or we think is pronounced Ruin. It says Monster High on the side. There's the back of her box. There is the artwork, which is really, really beautiful. Really, she is so striking, and the purple eyes just make her look so interesting. And then there's artwork of some of the other dolls in the core refresh line. We have Draculaura already. We don't have those other three. And there's her bio, which you can read this if you want. So it says her name, Spectra Vondergeist, and her monster type is a sarcastic ghost. Her monster must-haves are Phantom Nuggets and Ghost Pepper Sauce, and her monster pet is Ruin. And there's the other side of the box, which has like just some pictures of her accessories and her pet and the stuff she comes with. So let's get her out of the box and we'll be right back to look at this gorgeous Gen 3 doll. So we're back and we have her out of the box. And we have her next to a Gen 1 version of her just for comparison. As for her body size, she has the same body type as Cleo does. So here's our Cleo. We don't mess with her, but yeah. She has the same body type as Cleo. So she has the normal medium height with the slightly bigger thighs, like how Cleo has. So yeah. And this version of Spectra is the haunted version of the character. She's from the Haunted movie. She's the only Spectra that has completely translucent skin. Like, her whole body like, this Spectra is different because, like, she's the only version of Spectra who doesn't have the gradient thing. Even her head is a bit more translucent, but, like... So looking at the hair colors, the newer version of Spectra definitely has a bit more blue in the hair blend. Like, so she has like, so her hair blend is interestingly a combination of like a few shades of purple, and at least one shade of blue, which is very interesting, considering that a lot of Spectra's older releases were much more heavy on like the purple. And something interesting about her new design is that Spectra's old design would often incorporate magenta into it, which is like this kind of combination of like of hot pink and purple. That is a really pretty color. So the mesh up there is in fact magenta, and she has magenta incorporated into her design here. But the new version of her does not have any magenta in the design, and they opted for like darker purples and stuff like that, which is very interesting. We don't know if Gen 3 will release any more dolls of Spectra to add magenta into the color theme. Yeah. And as for her main motif, it's chains, because she's a ghost. You can see this in her headpiece. It's kind of like a circlet tiara. Has a little pendant on the front. And it's like pinned to her head, like plastic tied to her head. So it's like, so we're not going to take it off because we're not going to restyle her. She has little chains around her sleeves. She has a chain belt with balls at the end, which looks very cool. Her shoes are also chain themed, and they also have the ball and chain motif, which are very similar to her original signature doll shoes. But we do not have the original signature version of her, unfortunately. So here are our Haunted Spectra shoes. They both also have the chain motif. Let's get into her outfit. So for her outfit, we did not undress her yet, but she is wearing she's wearing a little shawl with like a satiny part up there, and then like really nice purple mesh sleeves with a subtle chain pattern on it if you look closely enough. It also has a flowy train that it looks really cool. Like the use of flowy fabric is very pretty and ghost-like and just ethereal looking. Under that, she's wearing a little bodysuit that just has a gradient of purple, a darker pinkish purple, and a, a, a printed chain design, as well as being like a more sparkly looking piece. So like it's a really pretty little bodysuit. We'll definitely show her clothes in more detail once we remove the extra layers to kind of show her pieces. And there's the belt again. It's made up of a bunch of chains. And something really, really cool about Spectra's dolls is her body. Like, her dolls have a gradient along the arms and on the legs. So as you can see, there's her arm. Her hands are completely translucent. And then her legs go from a white gradient to being completely translucent. And just fading. And it's a really cool effect. And we were nervous about this effect at first because we know that with Laguna, she also has an effect like this where it goes from like pink to blue, but like oftentimes the pink was scraped off easily because the paint wasn't sealed properly. But with Spectra and unboxing her and stuff, we have not seen that issue at all, which we're very thankful for. So we're pretty confident that this paint isn't gonna like be scraping off like how Laguna's does, which is really good. And we don't have a Laguna to confirm it, but if I get one, we'll definitely show it in the review if that happens. But let's just look at her accessories real quick before we look at her clothing pieces. And also with G3 dolls, you often want to wash their hair because they often have box hair. But yeah. So for her accessories, she comes with her pet, Ruin. There's Ruin. It's like a ferret or something. But it has a purple to clear gradient. There's her purple translucent backpack. It says Boo. And looks like the ghost like giggling or something. There's like a little like container of ghost nuggets. So yeah, she likes chicken nuggets, I guess, for her lunch. There is a little thing of ghost pepper sauce. It's basically like a Monster High equivalent to hot sauce. There is her little clear bottle. It's clear. And it's like like dark purple and light purple. There's her sunglasses, which we will not be putting on her because we really like her face. There's her tablet. It has a finger grip to where she can hold it. And it shows there's a lot of apps on it. And there's the phone. It's small. It has some apps on it. And it's a light blue. It has a little ghost with a bow on it. Well, anyways, let's wash Spectra's hair and see what her pieces look like individually. So we washed Spectra's hair real quick. So we're back and we washed her hair. And just so you know, the Falero is separate from the bodysuit. And yeah, she looks pretty cool even without the Falero one. And washed her hair. It helped a little bit. The colors are just so beautiful in this hair too. Yeah. And her hair is very soft. We're pretty sure that it's Saran. So yeah. So is she our favorite in G3? Character-wise, Twyla is still our favorite, but Spectra is up there with her design. She's a gorgeous, gorgeous doll. If you want a doll who's a little goth, like that, and she's so beautiful. And we're so glad that they were able to fix the gradient with her because of Laguna's issues. So yeah. And her face is absolutely stunning. If you could find this one, definitely consider picking her up because she's absolutely amazing. She definitely gets a 10 out of 10 from us because there really is not anything wrong with her design. She's absolutely gorgeous. Get this doll if you can. So goodbye, Mysterious audience. I love you. Naomi loves you. And that was our review on Spectra for Monster High Generation 3. So we hope you have a day or a good day or good night when you're watching this. And yeah, let's hope that Monster High continues making G3 dolls for at least a little bit. Because these dolls are very cool and very solid and people really like them.